What up, fam? It's your boy D. Love back with another video. Man, haven't touched bases with you guys in quite a while. My apologies. I've been working overtime, man. That Amazon facility has been really busy. We're getting a lot of OT and a lot of extra requirements at work. But I'm here now, and I wanted to talk about the NBA potentially coming back in Vegas. There are multiple discussions about this as we speak, and we could have the NBA back for the playoffs in Las Vegas. So it'll be interesting to see if that's able to be executed. Now, pros and cons. There's a lot of pros. Obviously, we get basketball back, so that's good. Hey, what's up, Blue? We get basketball back. We get something to watch, man. The world needs it right now, especially with everything that's going on. Prayers up for the world right now. But if we could get some sort of sport, even without the fans, that'll be amazing, especially with our Lakers back. Now, the cons, obviously, it's going to be shorter series. For example, the proposition. What's up, Jay? The proposition they're talking about right now is the NBA potentially bringing back, the playoffs in Vegas, but it's probably going to be the best of five series. So first to three wins advances. So that's a con to me because I feel like 7-game series is the way to go. We want the most content. As an NBA fan, I want my team to have the best shot at winning the championship. I think in best of 5 is okay, but then according to sources, that would be the first round best of 5, and then the middle 2 rounds, the semifinals and the Western Conference Finals would be a single game elimination. Why? I don't know, but these are the things that are being discussed as we speak. So first round best of 5. Second round, 1-game elimination. Third round, 1-game elimination, and the finals, best of 5 again. That's a weird format, in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of that. We should make them all best of 5 or all single-game elimination. I don't see any, or at least my suggestion would be single-game elimination up to the finals, and then the finals, best of 7. But that's just me. At the same time, look, any team can win on a single-game elimination. So that's the unfortunate part. You're not going to get the best team coming out on top. It could be any team at the end. Those are the cons for me. On the other hand, it is exciting. It would be like the March Madness tournament. You could have a Cinderella stories and stuff like that. So, and then the two that get to the final should have a 7-game series, in my opinion. How you guys feel about that? I've been good. Thanks for asking, Keith. Miss you too, guys. Miss you too. It's been a while. I've been working. And obviously there's not much to talk about right now, but I'm here as of right now. He says single game elimination, all games, and it would be bigger than the NFL. That's what I'm saying. That would be exciting, even though you wouldn't necessarily get the best team at the end because there's a chance that anybody could upset anybody in a single game. But then again, that's what makes the stakes so much higher and that much more fun to watch. So just end the season. Whoever wins will have a astro mark next to it. That championship win? Not really. I don't care about any of that. Honestly, if anything, whoever wins this season through the adversity, through the pause and having to, restart again, I think, it should be just as equivalent to a regular championship, if not better, because this has been a tough season, especially for my Lakers, with Kobe's death and now this horrible pandemic that's going on. If we win, through all this adversity, then definitely don't give them an astro mark, give him, props. That's what I would do. He said single game elimination is a bad idea. Again, there's pros and cons to everything. He said Pelicans versus Lakers first round. That would be fun to watch, but if we go into the playoffs as it stands right now, I believe it'll be Lakers, Memphis Grizzlies, and that would also be fun to watch. The first 2 rounds single game elimination, Western Conference Finals, and finals best of 3. There's an idea for sure. He said, bro, they need to just continue the season by starting the playoffs right away. I agree with that. I don't know about all these tune-up games or getting everybody a shot to get into playoffs. I don't know about all that. But again, everything's under discussion. Nothing is set in stone. If anything breaks, I got you guys. But as of right now, these are just discussions. I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about those potential discussions and what it can mean for the Lakers. Now, for me, man, the Lakers have been out of basketball for about a month now, maybe a little bit over. So it's It's worrisome to see how we're going to gel when we come back. And if we're going to have some rust we have to knock off, I think a lot of the NBA will, but especially us because we're an older team. Some rust maybe we have to knock off to get started. So, Dan, how is it in Cali? We're going into lockdown tonight in Florida. It's been tough, man. The hardest part for me, I want to know what the hardest part for you guys is about all of this stuff that's going on today. But for me, the hardest part has been not being able to play or watch basketball. I mean, that's a huge part of my life. So just to be cooped up here, gaining a couple of extra pounds, finding ways to run on a treadmill and keep myself motivated, that's the toughest part. He said, no parade on the street this year? Man, we'll have a cyber parade. That is the least of my worries. Yes, I love the parade and I would love to attend to it, but safety first. If we win a championship, there's going to be plenty of time for celebration. He said, watch for all the injuries that will happen if they play. Then folks will be talking about they should have ended the season. Here's the thing, Coach Bully. My thing is, if we end the season right now, then you have to crown a champion. Why? Because never in the history of the NBA has there been a regular season that just abruptly came to an end, and all those games were 50-plus games into the season already just basically go to waste. Nobody wants that. So, there's rumors that the Lakers will be crowned champions because we have the most wins after, the All-Star break. I don't really want that type of championship. I want it earned. So I understand the whole injury concern and everything, but they have professional trainers. They have people that continue to stretch their bodies, work them out during this time. I heard they're using some sort of online app or something to work out together as a unit. Not sure. Not that tech savvy, but I believe that, they're mentally prepared to go. If the season was to restart today, I think the Lakers will be ready as far as the mental approach. Now, physical approach, it's going to take them some time to knock off the rust. He said, what's up, Dan? What's up, Hot and Spicy? How you doing, bro? Miss y'all, man. Good to see y'all back over here. He said, yes, they do, Jay Johnson. Damn, I'm hearing rumors that the Lakers will not bring back Boogie. I wouldn't listen to nothing right now, Eric. I'm sure the Lakers aren't even talking about this. Everybody's concerned about getting the NBA back on track. Nobody's worried about free agency or nothing. Everything, all of that is on a halt, so I wouldn't even bring that up right now. He says, shout out, Dan. Been a fan of your show for 6 months now. Enjoy, but not a Lakers fan, but respect to all the fans. I appreciate you, Isaac, and thanks for the honesty. We appreciate that as well, and your respect, man. He said, this season is over. Mark my words. All right, I'll mark your words. Matter of fact, let me write it down. Coach Bully says the season is over. But guess what, man? We'll see, because nobody knows. As of right now, nobody knows. Now, they could play in empty arenas. Think about this. If all the players have already self-quarantined and everybody's clear, I don't see much of a risk if you have them somewhere like Vegas where there's no people, no population, no crowd. It's just them and their teammates and a couple of trainers and coaches, and obviously the refs, the NBA officials. And it'll still be nationally televised. So I personally mean, yeah, it's a bummer not to have fans there. That sucks. But come on, I'd rather have some sort of basketball than no basketball. And on top of that, what a waste would it? What kind of a wasted year for the Lakers if we're the number one team in the West and it just ends like that? No championship crown, no nothing. I don't want that personally. Maybe I'm being selfish, but personally, I don't want that. Of course, I worry about the safety of the players, but if they can secure some sort of safe spot like Vegas for those players to be there, then I'm all for it. He said, hope everyone is staying safe. Love you, Laker Nation. Love you guys, definitely. So if you guys don't know, for this virus, if you do catch it, it's very hard to be taken into the hospitals right now. They're so packed and overloaded. So just in case you want to self-quarantine at home, drink a lot of hot teas, try to kill the virus when it's at the throat, when you got the sore throat, before it gets into your stomach and into your lungs and stuff like that and continues to grow. He said, if it's not over, mark my words, I got 100 for your channel. Hey, bro. Hey, you don't got to do that, man. I appreciate the support. That's all that matters, brother. But hey, if it happens, I'll definitely give you credit. I'll say Coach Bully was 100% right. The season ended and nobody was crowned champ. But it's just, you know what? The problem with that is that I foresee that, not only will the NBA lose money, the players will lose money, the TV stations, all those people that sign deals with the NBA. It's just so much lost money everywhere that I just don't see them personally, like taking that much of a financial hit. Honestly, I feel like they're gonna find a way. If they have to play in Hawaii, they will. It don't matter where they have to play. I feel like they will end this season and then continue on to the off season. Now it'll be interesting to see how everything happens with the draft and with all the other little things as well, that, you know, the summer league and all that stuff leading up to next season. But God forbid that this continues any longer, man. Hopefully this ends soon. I know that the lockdown or whatever was extended for an extra month. But man, I pray to God that we get out of this, because not only has it been boring, it's been unproductive for those of us that are used to going out and doing other things. You know, I haven't been able to do as many YouTube videos, obviously, because I'm working OT and stuff like that, like I want to. So it's taken away from my, you know, ability as a content creator. So it's hitting me there as well. It's hitting my pockets as well. It's hitting us all over the world. Like people getting sick, losing family members. That's the worst part of it. But at the same time, like, we got to stay positive and we have to keep our head up. We got one day at a time, guys. And, you know, I appreciate everybody that donated, and you guys have helped me so much, especially my guy who hooked up with the 4K Fire Stick, man. When my family comes over, we have something to watch. So that's awesome, man. Although we're keeping it, it's just, when I mean family, I mean my brother and my little nephew, you know, but yeah, we're not congregating or having any big groups or nothing like that. Just, you know, immediate family. He said, Dan, pray for me. I have fever, coughing, body ache, and can't smell. Definitely in my prayers, brother. You know, drink a lot of warm stuff, hot teas, medicine, all kinds of stuff to try to kill that virus, man. You're going to be in my prayers for sure. Hey, what's up? What's up, man? What's up, Tano? He said, Dan, it's been a minute, but I hope you and yours are doing well. We're doing as good as can be. Thank you, man. Hopefully you're doing good as well, Jameson. I appreciate you. He said the Japanese lost $3 billion because of the rescheduling of the Olympics. They didn't want to do it, but they eventually put people's health above money. I feel you on that. And yes, that is a possibility, and we got to keep our mind open for that. But I think the NBA is going to find a way to salvage the end of the season. If they don't, that'll be a huge hit for them. Dan, I want Giannis and Kawhi to team up on the Lakers. I feel you on that, but personally, that Kawhi Leonard ship has sailed. As soon as he joined that Clipper team, you know, he's tainted now. Very similar to Chris Paul, you know, players like that. They become tainted. It's like a curse. You join that team, you messed up. I don't think he'll ever have the opportunity to join the Lakers. He picked his poison, and now he has to live and die by it. So, Dan, I don't think it's fair that they will take away home court advantage from the Lakers. It doesn't matter at this point, man, as long as they finish the season. I'd rather have no home court advantage than no season, personally. But the Lakers are mentally prepared, and they have enough veteran leadership that they could be able to overcome something like that. I believe it. What you guys been up to, though, man? How you guys – I want to know, because I need some suggestions, what you guys been doing, you know, to stay entertained whenever you're not working, if you do have to work during this coronavirus outbreak, man. I've been extremely bored, even though I've been blessed enough to you know, obviously I have my studio, I create music. So I'm working on some tracks, something I might drop either tonight or tomorrow. Also working, you know, working on some content, just doing little things here and there on the side. What have you guys been doing, man? What have you guys been doing? Playing some 2K, Call of Duty, watching movies, man? Hit me up in the comment section. I need to know. Hey, what's up, T? How you doing? Hey, Laker fam, stay safe, passionate about our guys. Absolutely. He said, Dan, Giannis and Kawhi could be Shaq and Kobe 2.0 on the Lakers. That's why I want them. Yeah, but we got to be realistic. Anthony Davis is a part of our future. And there's no way we have the cap space to sign those other two guys you mentioned. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. Watching Netflix for sure. Watching Netflix. Anything good? I did see All-American. That's a great show, by the way. I saw all 2 seasons, man. On the days that I had to work, I was too tired to do anything else. I'd just come home, pop up the Netflix, and just chill. Drinking expensive whiskey? Okay. He said playing games and watching TV. Hey, Dan, you heard the new Nipsey and Big Sean snippet track? I have not yet. I haven't had a chance, but I'll definitely check it out. He said, Giannis, Giannis, yes. The weirdo, Kawhi, no. Yeah, I don't think Laker Nation would even want Kawhi at this point. But who knows? Maybe situations change. But nah, man, he's tainted for me. He said, watch Tiger King. I've seen it. Trust me, man. It's been that boring. I've probably seen most of the top trending stuff on Netflix. Tiger King is very interesting, very disturbing, and yeah, it was definitely entertaining. I feel sorry, for all those tigers. I don't want to say too much because there's people on here that haven't seen it, but those lions and those exotic animals, man. When you find out their fate at the end, he said it was an experience for sure, for sure. Playing games, watching TV. He said, you should binge watch Ozark. Yeah, you know what? Everybody's recommending that show to me. So I'm definitely gonna check it out at some point. Like I said, right now I'm just working on music, man, doing my thing on the side. But I will. I'm gonna get into Ozark. I'm gonna get into a couple of shows, man. I might rewatch The Office just for the sake of it. He said, I think if Kawhi goes to the Knicks and help them win, then people would like him again. Isn't he under didn't he just sign a max contract with the Clippers? So I don't know why we're talking about him going anywhere. I don't see it. He said, wondering which Lakers had the virus, they could have compromised lungs. Well, from what I'm hearing, everybody has now officially been cleared, man, from the virus. So that's the best news of all. That's the best news of all. He said, you should watch. What? Bill Burr, Paper Tiger comedy special on Netflix. Comedy Gold. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, I never heard of that though, but I will for surely check that out. Anyways, if the NBA does come back, man, we're gonna have some more content to put on here, so stay tuned for that. However, we don't have a date or even there's no speculation as to when it could potentially come back. So as soon as I hear anything about it, I'll let you guys know. He said this damn virus was Kobe Bryant the one thing that held the world together, or what? Feels that way, man. Definitely feels that way. Kobe and Gigi and all those victims were gone too soon, but hey, maybe they saved themselves from a horrible fate. I don't know, man. I don't want to be too pessimistic or too dark, but hopefully everything turns out fine and we're able to overcome this. So, there's been too many deaths already, man. I just want basketball back. Me too. And I asked this question on Twitter a while back. I said, would you guys gain 20 pounds in order to have the NBA back? If the basketball gods came to us and said, hey, we'll give you the NBA back, but you have to gain 20 pounds, would you do that? My answer was absolutely I would. I'd just be running on a treadmill while watching the games. But it turns out we're going to have the worst of both worlds, man. We're going to gain weight sitting here at home, not being able to go and play basketball and do the things we love to do. And we're not going to get basketball back. So, yeah, I would have. Revisiting that deal, I'm sure a lot of you guys would have reconsidered. Back then, a lot of you said no. He said, what's 20 pounds? My man's working on a 30-pack over there. He said, this quarantine would be better if there was basketball on at least, or any sport. At this point, I watch cricket, man. I watch anything. I'm so bored. Like, I watch sports. That's what I do, man. I'm a guy. I'm a guy. I'm a guy's guy. I like to watch sports. When there's no sports, it feels like the world ended for me. It's weird. He said, what are your thoughts on Jay Williams saying the playoffs should be on cruise ships? Jay Williams, man, I don't know. He's something different, man. He's something else. I don't want to disrespect him. Obviously, he's an NBA ex-player, ex-NBA player, whatever. But on cruise ships, really? You want the players to get seasick while they play basketball? I'm good. Yeah, I see your point. Maybe we would have a slow, gruesome death with that virus. The lesser of two evils, at least. Agreed. Jameson, thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the donation. He said, we are just waiting for the NBA and the Lakers return. That's all we do. Every day I check my phone before I go to work, see if there's any updates. Unfortunately, all I see is an orange peel. And by that, I mean Donald Trump pop up on my phone every single day. I'm so sick of watching this, man. But yeah, I need some actual news, man. I need something that'll hype me up, something exciting. Something that is just infuse some more life, something to give me a reason and a motivation to come on here and talk to you guys, man. That's what I've been looking for. And there's glimmer of hope knowing that, they're considering Vegas potentially. So that's why I wanted to make this video today. But man, I've been dying for content, guys. I've been dying to come on here, speak to you guys and see what's up. But I'm glad you guys made it. All 89 of you guys. Hit that, smash that thumbs up button, guys. Help me out. He said, I'm never taking basketball for granted ever again. I've never taken basketball for granted. Ball is life, man. Seriously, ball is life for me. So I feel you on that. When do you think the NBA will return? And if so, should it go straight to the playoffs or finish the season with a fewer games? I think, you know what, Jesse? I think the NBA will return within a month and a half. If I had to predict it, like if I just based on where the talks are, and this whole outbreak and everything that's going on, hopefully it peaks like they said it would in 2 weeks or in a week now, and then everything gets better from there. If so, I say a month and a half, and I believe they should go straight into the playoffs exactly the way they're seated right now. I don't see no reason why all 30 teams get a chance to play in this tournament or whatever. They should definitely reward those teams that have already earned it thus far. So that's just my take, though. What do you guys think on that? Is it the positive is that Earth is healing. The sky in LA has been looking clearer. That's true. We haven't seen a lot of chemtrails, so that's definitely a positive on there. So I agree with you, Crest. Absolutely. There need to be at least 5 tune-up games. I say 2. Why not 2? 2 to 3 max tune-up games if they need that. But yeah, I feel you. Now he said need a few games before the playoffs. Who will Golden State take in the draft, or will they trade him? You know what? I have no clue. I'm not even ready to get into draft talk right now. That'll be content for another day. I have no clue. There was no March Madness. That's normally when I get to evaluate young talent. That's when I like to go and watch potential future draft picks and stuff like that. So I have no clue at this point. You say he wants 10 more regular season games. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for wanting more basketball. But at the same time, I just want to get into these playoffs, man. He said, at least LeBron's still working out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of the Lakers are working out, if not all. Good to see you, brother. Feels like forever. Yeah, it's been a cool minute. What has it been, like a week and a half since I came on a live stream? So, yeah, it's good to see you guys. Thank you for having me. Just need some suggestions, guys. Need some suggestions on what I should do on my free time. It would be great to know what you guys are doing out there, man, to stay alive. Because I just wish we would have ended on a 50-win record. I feel you. I feel you on that. He said, did you see Giannis put a post on Twitter in a Golden State jersey with the caption 2020, then took it down? If he goes to Golden State, he'll be the next in line to be the most hated. You saw what it did to Kevin Durant's career. So if that's what he wants, go for it, man. Go for it. But if he wants to be beloved and adored by fans all across the world, purple and gold is the color for him. Make some cooking videos? Oh, man. I'm not that much of a chef, bro. If I was a chef, man, if I had a nice kitchen and all that good stuff, I'd definitely jump into that because I love food. But, man, nah, I definitely don't want to show you guys how to make cup of noodle soup and stuff like that. Nah, but you know what? This has been the most bored I've ever been in my life. Normally, I'm super creative, full of energy, always going out, doing different things. This has been the most boring time of my life. I will not lie. Being locked up to your house, basically going to work, going out to the grocery store and then coming back home like for a month already. That's not the business. Make videos of me playing games as soon as I get time, and I haven't had too much time, honestly. And when I do have time, I spend it with my family, with my brother and stuff like that. Dan in the kitchen, LOL. You guys would like to see that, huh? Maybe that's a future idea. I've been thinking of starting a second YouTube channel. Now, I've had this idea before. I just didn't have time for it. But now with this quarantine, I'm thinking of doing like a second YouTube channel and having food reviews, maybe even cooking videos like my man suggested. All kinds of stuff, just basically, I don't even know what they call it. Dan's World? I don't know. But pretty much bringing you guys into more of my life, maybe some vlogging, maybe taking you guys to the park, watching me hoop when all this stuff is over. But I don't know. I'm thinking, what do you guys think? You guys think that's a good idea? Second channel for more than just Lakers talk? I'm thinking about it. Talk sports while you cook. Man, my guy's full of ideas. I've thought of this actually, but not while cooking. We'll see. He said, might as well make some cash during the quarantine. Absolutely. Oh, by the way, I have been investing to the stock market, guys. If you guys haven't done that, if you have, obviously I'm kind of broke. I live check to check, so I haven't invested that much money. But I'm talking, there's stocks out there right now. The market crash is so big that I bought Dave and Buster's for $9. I bought me a stock. So, pretty much that's that's what I've been doing, man. Just looking to get my weight up little by little, man. Hopefully this check comes in the mail and it'll help me reinvest back into the channel. Like I said, if I get a little bit of an investment money, I might actually buy a second laptop and do that other channel, because this computer's already messing up, guys. It's old. I haven't had this one since the start of the channel, so I'm looking into like upgrading into something much better, man, much better. And so if this check does come through, you know, obviously, I'm gonna reinvest it right back into this channel, and I'm thinking of creating my guest room into you know, a YouTube studio room where I will be gaming on there. I will be doing food review videos. I will be doing movie review videos. I've been doing just regular chats with you guys, maybe even vlogging. I don't know. He said, drop my PayPal in the chat. Follow me on Twitter. I hit you up on that, man. I'm not even sure what my PayPal is. I haven't even accessed that in such a long time. I think it's in the corner of this channel, though. I think you can donate. I think there's like something that says PayPal in the corner or something like that when you go to my main page. So maybe you'll find it there. Dan in 4K. I like that. During the last recession, Ford went to $1 during the recession to $15 after recovery. Yeah, stuff like that. So if you guys do want to get into stocks and stuff like that, but you're new to it, and you there's an app called Robinhood. I've been using that. It's like dummy proof. With this app, you can go on there and it'll tell you exactly what you should invest in, who's buying, how many people, like what percentage of people are buying that stock, selling that stock, and holding on to that stock. Matter of fact, if you follow me on Twitter, send me a DM, you're interested, I'll give you guys a free stock right now. They give me that offer. I can actually, you know, just for signing up, you guys can get a free stock right now on Robinhood. So, you know, DM me if you guys are interested, and maybe I'll give you guys some tips of what you guys should be investing into. Personally, me, I'm looking at stuff that it's closed right now, stuff like Dave and Buster's, you know, restaurants, stuff like that, that obviously their stock has crashed because nobody's going, the economy is low, and obviously it's going to skyrocket when hopefully this pandemic is over. So I'm looking at stuff like that, and I'm investing into little smaller businesses and franchises as well. So they may be things that are unheard of. Also, the big brands right now are actually affordable. I'm talking PepsiCo. PepsiCo owns, you know, Cheetos, Gatorade, all those popular brands that just people just basically salivate over. So stuff like that would be great to invest into right now. And by the way, if I do start the second channel, I'll definitely be making stock investment tip videos for you guys. So I don't want to get too much into that, because obviously this is a Lakers basketball channel and I want to keep it there. He said, top 10 favorite old school video games. Ooh, I like that. And those are definitely video ideas for the new channel. But you know what? I'm so bored, I might as well get into that. Top 10 favorite old school video games. I grew up playing games with my brothers and stuff like that. I'm not like a hardcore gamer or nothing like that. But, you know, when I get free time, 2K. Old school video games of all time. I'm going to go with Zelda, man. If y'all haven't played Legend of Zelda, you don't know. 007 on 64, fire. Super Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, Super Mario Brothers. That'll be my third. Super Mario World, I think it was called. Street Fighter. I'm a big fighting game fan. So Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, all of them. That's 5 right off the bat right there. GTA, you can't go wrong with GTA for sure. I grew up on 2K. That's like my favorite thing to play whenever I get free time. 2K, since way back in the Allen Iverson Dreamcast one. You guys remember that? What about Sonic? I really didn't play Sonic. I wasn't a Sega guy. I did have the Dreamcast, and I played it then. But yeah, I really wasn't too much of a Sonic guy. My brothers were. They grew up on Sonic. Def Jam. Who remembers NFL Street? NFL Street and NBA Street were two of my favorite franchises, man, for PS2. Dope. Is it, how old are you, Dan? What's your generation? I am 29 years young, and my generation is basically, I grew up on 64 and PlayStation 1. Yeah. I did play some Super Nintendo when I was younger, but yeah, most of my memories come from 64 and stuff like that. Dan the money man and do stocks. Now, see, I don't want to make it just strictly stocks, man. There's so much more to my life than just stocks. So yes, I don't want to title it a specific category like I did this channel, and now I'm stuck in that category, right? I want to make this channel just very flexible. So yeah. He said 2K is making a new NFL Street type game. Yeah, I heard about it, man. I'm very interested in that. Dan the Money Man. I like that. I wish. Resident Evil is dope for sure. That's a game I like to play with my girl if I'm ever in the mood for something, creepy. NBA Street Volume 2, that's a classic, man. That's a classic with Stretch. Love that game. But yeah, guys, I mean, I could go back as far as video games go. So many good memories, man. Just playing with my brothers, growing up with my friends. Tony Hawk Pro Skater, who remembers that? When skating was really popular in the 90s, Tony Hawk Pro Skater was like such a great game. Dan the Peoples, man. I like that. The top 5 Lakers role players of all time. Top 5 Laker role players of all time. All right, we got to start with one of my favorite of all time, and that's Jordan Farmar. Jordan Farmar was dope. A lot of people used to call him Dumbo because of the ears. Jordan Farmar was fire, man. This man was sneaky athletic. He hit clutch shots. He was a smart, savvy basketball player, and the only reason he wasn't starting because we had a Hall of Famer and Derek Fisher starting over him. But Jordan Farmar was amazing. Yep. Dan in real life, I like that. These are all good suggestions, man. I'll probably write them down and consider all of them. Lamar Odom, obviously 6-man beast. Derek Fisher, just amazing, man. He was a pit bull, a bulldog. He was clutch. He has some clutch shots, not to mention 0.4, his legendary 0.4 shot. But even besides that shot, he has some clutch shots in the finals for us. Just amazing. Robert Horry, who can forget that, man? Robert Horry, man. He was the NBA's Will Smith. He was just spectacular. Everywhere he went, clutch shooter. Robert Horry was insane. My 5th favorite role player Laker got to be Sasha Vujacic. This man, he could play defense. He can knock down shots. He was very passionate about the game, and he was the machine. Let's not forget about that. So yeah, those were probably my top 5 Laker players, role players of all time, most likely. You said Luke Walton? Oh no, let's not go there. Please, y'all know how I feel about Luke. I think that's why he mentioned it, huh? Bro's trying to psych me out. I see you. He said, and he synced those 2 free throws. Yeah, to clutch that finals victory? Absolutely. Sasha Vujacic is very underrated. It's a shame that, he disappeared from the NBA radar when he left, when he got traded from the Lakers, but one of my favorites. He said, Dan, Alex Caruso is the best role player in Lakers history. Now, before I can even put him in my top 5, he needs to help us win something, man. Once he does that, definitely he's going to be up there for sure. Dan, the People's fan, y'all coming with it today, man. I love it. I appreciate you guys, though, man. Y'all really entertaining me today, man. I desperately needed to make a video, man. It's been a while. I've been watching old Eddie Jones Lakers clips on YouTube. Now, he was a beast, but I was too young. I don't remember him playing like that in his prime. So, T13, she said Alex Caruso is cute. Damn. He said, didn't Sasha marry the hottie tennis player? I don't remember. I forgot what her name was, but I think I know who you're talking about. Sharapova or something like that, was it? I don't want to butcher her name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I think he did. He said, I agree, Caruso up there if they win a chip. Yes, sir. It's all about winning for LA. As great as players are right now, the players that we have on the current roster are not on my favorite all-time list yet. Once they win that championship, then I'm definitely going to squeeze a couple of them in there. Dan, who was your 2-on-2 squad on NBA Jam? Man, I do not remember. Man. That's such an old game. I don't remember, to be honest with you. Who is the most underrated player that is not on the Lakers currently? Underrated player that is not on the Lakers. Let's see. Ooh, there's so many players in the NBA. You know what? It could be an ex-NBA player. So I'm going to go with Lonzo Ball. People still disrespect Lonzo Ball, even though his jump shot percentage has skyrocketed. He's still an elite playmaker, and he's an underrated athlete. So I'm going to go with Lonzo right now. D, I didn't put that. How is that on there? I didn't do that. It was some other T, I guess. Somebody, I just read the name. I guess it was probably somebody else just clowning around. I wouldn't really worry about it. Don't worry about it, T. It's my posts have my pick. Perhaps there's another account. Yeah, definitely. Hey, what's up? After high school, how you doing? Dan, you think T Mac Yao Ming duo could go head to head against Kobe and Shaq? They could have went toe to toe, but I think Kobe and Shaq were just a more dominant force. Like Shaquille O'Neal, there still hasn't been a big man like him in the history of the league. Like that dominant, he could just park on your face and dunk on your head all day long. Kobe Bryant's, to me, my favorite, probably most clutchest player I've ever seen. Some of the degree of difficulty of shots that he hit were just spectacular. T Mac was he was phenomenal, but he was always injured. Yao Ming, I mean, what can I say about Yao? He was a tower, man. He had his soft touch around the basket was uncanny for his size. Normally, big guys like that are a little more, brute full around the paint, but not Yao. Yao was finesseful, and he had the mid range shot. I don't remember if he had a three ball, but I'm pretty sure he did. So they would have went toe to toe, but at the end of the day, I think Kobe and Shaq would have just put him away every single time. He said Jeremy Grant is underrated. Yeah, Jeremy Grant is very underrated, but he really didn't become this underrated until this season. Honestly, last season when he was with the OKC Thunder, and the season before that he was with the Sixers, he was still developing. So this is barely his first season where he's springing up on the radar, but he is underrated. I do like Jeremy Grant for sure. Bam Adebayo, I like him too. He was on my list. If you guys haven't seen that last video I dropped, it was on my list for most improved. He was definitely on there. T-Mac and injuries, what could have been? Yeah, T-Mac, he would have been up there, I think, with Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan had he not been injury prone, because that's how talented T-Mac was. Dan, how do you feel about AI being called the best player to wear 3 over Wade? I mean, Allen Iverson is one of my favorite players, even over Wade, personally, just because he had so much heart and he played with so much passion. I don't think that Allen Iverson ever played with the amount of talent that D Wade has. Obviously, Wade played with LeBron James, Chris Bosh, Shaq, some of the best Hall of Famers to ever do it. Allen Iverson had a couple of good teammates. I think the most notably, Carmelo Anthony was probably his best teammate, or Dikembe Mutombo. But other than that, he didn't have like any, game-changing type guys like D Wade had LeBron and Shaq. Those are like once-in-a-lifetime type players. So I understand that Wade accomplished more, but personally, as an individual ISO player, I like Allen Iverson better. I do. Now, I know that's very controversial, obviously, because of what Wade has done throughout his career, but Wade is great, but I prefer Allen Iverson as a player that was fun to watch and somebody who I would have loved joining the Lakers and Kobe Bryant, even though they say it wouldn't have worked because they were both ball hogs or whatever. AI and Kobe would have been fun to watch. And I think I would have preferred AI and Kobe than Wade and Kobe, just to see that dynamic. I mean, that would have been the best 2 ISO players on the same team. Crazy. So Rip Hamilton, underrated in my opinion. Rip Hamilton was very underrated. However, Rip was a product of the system. Like, he was only good because of that team he was on, if that makes sense. It's almost like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like Klay Thompson is great. He's a great player. However, if you strip him away and put him on a whacker team, he wouldn't shine as much. I think the NBA would key in on him and take away a lot of his shots. However, he gets a lot of wide open shots because he plays under the Golden State Steve Kerr, running gun type Mike D'Antoni style system, which obviously spikes his stats. I feel the same way about Rip Hamilton. He was a product of the system. He was a part of a great team that had Chauncey Billups. Obviously they had, and I hated that team because they beat my Lakers, but they had Ben Wallace, Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed Wallace. Man, that team was stacked. Lance Stevenson is underrated for sure. But the question was, who do I believe is the most underrated? And to me, that is Lonzo Ball. For his value, for what he can do, I don't think he gets enough love. Dan, what 2 centers should we bring back next year? Boogie, McGee, or Howard? I think we should bring back 3 centers. Yeah, I think we should bring back all 3 of them. Why not? The more depth, better for the Lakers. Just in case one goes down, you have the other 2 available. You can never have enough bigs. I'll bring back all 3 of them. Hey, what's up, Jason? I'm doing good, man. Thanks for asking. I'm doing good, I'm doing as good as we can do. Obviously, been a little bored as everybody else has, but Just trying to be productive, trying to stay productive, working on music. Stay tuned. Got a track dropping either tonight or tomorrow during the daytime. Whenever I'm able to finish my chores and stuff I got to do, so I could finish it off. But yeah, something dropping real soon. So stay tuned for that. Please drop a like on that because it helps me stay motivated to drop more content for you guys. He said, Dan, as soon as they resume the playoffs or the regular season in Vegas, we good. Don't want the season to end when they are about to make the championship run after 6 years. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand people that want the season just to come to a screeching halt because they don't want to, some sort of a blemish on the season. Man, that's all I'm saying. Anyways, guys, it's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you guys so much, man. I'll be trying to drop more videos. If anything breaks or anything I need to drop content for, I will be right back. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to smash the like button and stay tuned for the track that's coming out either today or tomorrow, guys. So stay tuned for that. Can't wait. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. If you already haven't, please join the family and subscribe. Everything Lakers on this channel. New channel potentially coming. So, I'm excited for the prospect of that. And if that does happen, I will announce it on this very channel. So stay tuned for that as well. Stay safe out there, guys. Much love. Love you guys. See you guys pretty soon, man. Take care.